Hello gamers, SuffKitty99 on the Battle for Azeroth beta. We are in Zuldazar on our Alliance character starting out the war campaign quests. And Kelsey Steelsparks arrived. She was sent to a different area to the one that we were sent to, so she's just arrived, probably to ask for our help. Zibala, Hathor, how's things going over here? Oh wow, there's horde soldiers everywhere, and Zandalari trolls, and hardly any machines at all. We should definitely head back to Zibala with the Dark Iron Dwarves. It's perfect for our foothold. Use the rowboat in Talanja's Rebuke to travel to Zibala.
Alrighty then.
I'm afraid I have to agree with the gnome. Hathor, we're backed up against a wall with an ocean full of enemy ships pinning us in. We'll hold the line. You go on ahead. For the Alliance. For the Alliance. Hey Kelsey and your little legs. Are you going to run the whole way? Don't you have a mechanical mechanostrider? It's your racial mount, you know. I think you should have it. It's your racial mount. And you love machines. I can't see you not having one. Ah, here's the ship that she wants us to jump on. Are you going to jump on it, Kelsey? Oh, that was an interesting sweep of water. Beware, beware, the daughter of the sea. Oh, they're singing the Jaina's song. Beware, I heard him cry. They're singing. They're actually singing a song. His words carried o'er the ocean breeze as he sank beneath the tide. So they're singing the songs as they row in the boats. So they're singing Jaina's song. Wow, they really are singing Jaina's song. Only there's no sound of the singing. It's just the words are being said. Well, that's a nice touch that they've linked what happens in game with what Jaina does. So the song really isn't just about Jaina. Well, it is about Jaina, but it's do you know what I mean? It's not just Jaina coming up with the song. It's actually it really is a traditional Kortiran song. It's not just Jaina. So the spell is speeding the boat along. Though we've got burly guys doing the work as well, it's just making it faster. And Kelsey's appears to be the steerer. I don't understand why Kelsey's the one at the back steering, because she's one of our operatives. I don't see that she should be trying to steer the boat. I think that should be one of their guys steering the boat, don't you? If it was your boat and you were used to travelling, would you want some random person being the ones doing the steering? I think not. Kitty, you're not supposed to think about these things because this is not real life. It's a game you're supposed to just accept. That's quite a long trip, isn't it? It is. We can't practically go all the way around because we started here and we've gone all the way around. Look, wow, this is a long trip. Oh, more machines. Oh, they're not. Oh, they're bad guys. Hey, I thought you were suggesting that this was a safe place to make a foothold. There seems to be a lot of bad guys here. False salesmanship. Anvil Thane Thurgaden and Thalin Dark Anvil. You're Hathor, the Draenor Paladin that Kelsey's been talking up. We've heard much about you last. Mole machinations. Seems the enemies anticipated our moves while we developed our refining techniques for Azerite. The goblins have done the same. It wasn't 5 minutes after we established ourselves here that the Horde arrived to disrupt our progress. We've got several shaman of great import waiting impatiently in the mole machines on that beach. You can take the key and clear the way so they arrive safely. Free 4 dark iron earthbreakers from mole machines in Zibala. Rocks of Ragnaros. With me shamans still in their conveyances, a vital component of our upcoming ritual remains scattered among the supplies. I can only hope the Horde haven't taken them. They're rare and precious. If you see any glowing objects out there, recover them. They're of tremendous value. Recover 9 fireland slag from the beach in Zabala. And there is a flight path, which will be very important for our upcoming world quest things in the future. And we will want to deal with a few of these orbs in order to get our people out of our mole machine and get our ritual materials up and running. And these are glowing like lantern things. They're calling those fireland slag. I hope whatever's in them isn't that volatile. Our dwarves do love their mole machines, especially the dark irons. And it's this war campaign, be you on the Alliance or on the Horde, when you do your war campaign, that is the faction for doing the war stuff. That's the faction that will open up the Dark Iron Dwarves and the Magar Orcs as the allied race for you to play. I would imagine that since this is the war campaign, it's going to be quite important for the overarching story for the expansion as well. You're definitely going to want to play out the quest because it opens up the opposite faction's continent for you to do world quests on, and it also offers you the chance to get your allied race, and it progresses the story of the expansion. So you're going to want to do all of those things, but like I said before, you can start it earlier, but it might be beneficial to wait to 120 because you will be a bit stronger, and if you wander out of the area for the questing, unfortunately the mobs on the opposite faction continent don't all scale to your level. So if you accidentally wander outside the area where the quests are for opening up your campaign, you're going to suddenly be facing 120 mobs when you're lower level, and you're likely to die a lot, so it might be better to wait. But of course it's up to you entirely, because if you do it when you're a slightly lower level, you'll get a slight head start on those that wait till they're 120. So there are good and bad things to either approach, so you'll have to make that decision yourself based on what you feel is the right thing. But if you do it earlier, remember to keep a careful eye on the mobs around you so that you don't wander out into a load of 120 mobs and get yourself into a whole lot of bother that you weren't expecting. And I think we have nearly completed these quests. On the beta, I will have to say I've only had the time to actually get through about half of the content of the expansion. So there's lots and lots more for me to do once I actually get when the expansion actually launches. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to get through all of the questing to show you everything before BFA launches. I'm expecting before it launches to have got through 3 out of the 6 zones. And maybe a couple of areas of maybe only one area, maybe 2, I don't know, of the campaign. So there's going to be lots and lots of it to see fresh, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really good. Fragment of the Firelands. The rumours of your capabilities seem overblown, but it appears you're indeed a competent one, aren't you? I underestimated you. For that I apologise. Don't tell Thalin. The components for the ritual are now prepared. All you need to do is add the fireland slag to the unstable magma, and a great being from the firelands will heed our call. You'll gain control of it and can eliminate the nearby goblin threat with no invincibility. Stabilize the unstable magma, then use the magma elemental to defeat 200 bilgewater goblins. Oh, this could be fun. Ooh. Okay, can we zoom out a little bit? So we are now a giant magma blob. Let's take a screeny of this. Oh, this is a giant magma blob, right? Hello birds, what have we got? What we got? Raise hell, call forth flames from the firelands, and cast forth a wave of fire. Let us see what that means. Right, so. Oh, now that is cool. Ah! See, look, so the first one fires them up in the air. Look at that. Look, watch the goblins. Watch the goblins. Ah! Oh, I like it. Oh, that's funny. And then number 2 turns us into a wave, and we just. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, it's not hilarious for the goblins, of course. I would imagine them. They will not be terribly happy. Oh, look, they're mining the azurite. Look at that. Let's be a wave. Yeah, wave. This is very reminiscent of the Cataclysm quest, isn't it? Where you go, turn yourself into a giant magma ball and go flying around. Oh no, I hope that becomes a daily. Because that's funny. Well, not funny for the goblins, but thank goodness it's in a game. It wouldn't be funny in real life, but it's funny. Oh, I don't want to turn the quest in. Look, I don't want to turn it in. Oh, and did you notice that the war campaign symbol here is a faction one? So that you're... I have to be honest though, PvP's never really appealed to me very much. I've played it a little bit occasionally when my friends have asked me to, but it's never really appealed to me. Alright, here we go. I don't think we needed to walk all the way back. I think it would have just automatically put us here, but that was too much fun, going back up and down the beach. And aha! Wow, I gotta admit, I'm a bit jealous. I let you take her out for a spin before I could. Those goblins never saw you coming. Yeah, it was fun, mate.
Good.
All in a day's work. Kelsey, you know, Hathor, I've been following your adventure for a while, and I just think you're so cool. I was hoping that maybe I could tag along with you, maybe help you out. I'm not so good in a fight, but nobody can beat my mechanical skills. You will gain this follower, Kelsey Steelspock. Oh, that's nice. Welcome to the team, Kelsey. Return to Borealis. You know, a lot has happened since you arrived in Zuldazar. I'm sure Mr. Wormbane would appreciate a report. Oh, not from me. Maybe somebody a bit more serious, like you. I bet Daria over here could get you back pretty quick. Return to Halford Wormbane on the Wind's Redemption. Daria Smithson can give you a ride. And you will receive, oh look, a breastplate, a helm, or a shoulder piece for your azurite slot.
Right.
Take us back, my friend.
Hey there.
Take us back
Safe travels.
to Borealis. So that is the first zone opened for the Alliance in the war campaign. I think, to be fair, we should try and open up one of the zones on one of the Horde characters next. So we'll take the Horde character to one of the Alliance zones and see what that's like from the opposite side, so that we get to see both perspectives. Let's just turn this quest in, and that will be the end of today's episode.
We are the sons.
We'll base our operations out of Zibala then, and I'll have some reinforcements sent out to assist Brigadier Thom. Thank you for your report. Well done. So the biggest upgrade will be that one, so I will take that one. And then they want us to continue and open up another campaign. Again, that's what I'm thinking, is it'll be good to do it at 120s, because then you can do all of the opening up quests one after the other. I think things might be time gated otherwise. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work, to be honest. So I can do it at 116, so you could do it earlier. I really don't know what to suggest to you, whether to do it earlier or to wait. I'm sure there are advantages and disadvantages to both, so you decide that for yourselves. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!